So this is your workbook in the background, and what I did is I went ahead and I deleted that table that you had inserted here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I think there was a named range that was causing confusion. So instead of using your workbook, you can see here your name at the top. What I'm going to do is press the Control and the N key and open a new workbook. So we're going to work outside of your workbook, and then we will bring this over to your workbook. So from this new workbook, and as you see, I've already saved the database to my desktop, so it'll be easy to use. So I'm going to go to the Data tab to get data from a database, and from an Access database, select my desktop, choose the database that I want, and everything's taking just a little bit longer. Select employees for the table, and then I'm going to click on the bottom, click Load To, and I'm just going to do the existing worksheet, which will be this worksheet that we have open here. Still waiting for it to load. So this looks exactly like the table you had, but I decided just to start fresh. So I'm going to click over in the net pay column, and then I'm going to go to the Home tab and insert that new column. I'm going to name it, I believe it is Total Deductions. So now we're ready. What you need to do, and it looks like what you had done, I can't quite tell. I'm going to select everything from the words employee name to the very last amount for the net pay. And then in my name box where it says A1, I'm going to type the word employees and press enter. So now I have effectively named this table. So that should make building this formula pretty easy. So I am ready to begin. So I'm going to type equal and then type sum. So I'm going to double click the word sum. And then I'm going to start to type the word employee, and you will see that it appears as a drop down since it is a named range. So I will double click that. So then I will put in my bracket and my @ symbol, and then my bracket. So then I can just select the field I want from this list. So I'm going to double click Fed Tax, close that bracket, put in my colon, get ready for my next field with the opening bracket, click LTD from this list, and then all I need to do is close that bracket, close the @ bracket, and then close the parenthesis, and then press enter. And it has now effectively filled in that formula for all of those cells. And you also have to repeat something similar for net pay. So rather than having the numbers, you need to have the formula. So I'm going to start with an equal. In that what I want to do is I want to take your gross pay. So I started with a bracket, which tells Excel that I'm going to work within this table. I'm going to double click gross pay, close that section, put in my minus, put in another bracket, and now I can select total deductions, close it up, press enter, and now I'm going to copy the formula down. So the numbers have not changed. However, you will see when I click on the cells now, I actually have a formula going on behind those numbers. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it and I'm going to right click the sheet tab and click move or copy, and I'm going to leave it as move, but I'm going to move it to your workbook, and I'll just put it at the end and click OK. So now if I go back into your workbook, it is effectively in your workbook. So I hope this helps.